good mood, are you?
Well, for me, this is all right.
Yeah.
Look.
That's excited. That's
Showing
excited.
the happy face.
Yeah, I'm happy now. But that's fine, isn't it? I think if people are always really happy, they're going to get more depressed than me at some point. I think I'm easily pleased, which is a better thing to be, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, okay. What gave you pleasure?
See, that's the new thing, isn't it? Now it's like people are whinging. People are going, oh, I'm fed up. Oh, I'm alienated. I'm addicted. I'm depressed. Olden days, people would lose a leg and go, here, grow back.
They just got on with it.
Do you know what I mean?
In the olden days, they dragged themselves to the coal mine.
My dad used to get up at 5:30 every day, without fail, all his life to work on a building site. He wasn't going, oh, I'm slightly depressed. Move the bricks. All right, it was all over.
But that's the problem, isn't it? We don't have enough bad news now. So it's that moan gene that I've talked about there.
The moan gene!
It needs to be filled up with something. And years ago, they had something proper to moan about. As today, they don't.
Yeah, when you're being bombed or something, yeah you can moan. But
That's
they didn't. They went, it's all right. Let's hang out the washing. Give me that Siegfried line. Let's hang out some washing.
But the news is full of that. Is what it's talking about.
You don't watch the news, you
It's never-
said.
it's not- Well, I've seen bits of it.
What's happened in the world? What's happened in the world this week? Apart from the Ricky Gervais Guide to the English, available now from iTunes. #1 selling audiobook in the world, ever. Now that's what I call rubbish.
It is all a bit grim, the news, but we've made it that way because we like moaning. That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, the
has
news
got
is
to be-
entertainment now, absolutely.
Years ago, you always ended with a happy story with a cat in a tree or something. That doesn't happen
That's
anymore.
not a happy story, is it? A cat in a tree. Getting it down to the happy story. A cat in a tree is really sad. A cat's in a tree. It's alright. He's fireman. He's got it down.
It's not enough.
He's a big hunk of a fireman. He's taken his shirt off. It was a hot day. Comes down with his helmet on, muscles, and he gives you a little kitten back. What do? How do you thank him? Just go, thanks, mate.
So cheers for that.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good-looking fireman.
He's a good-looking fireman. He's a hero. Got his shirt off. He's sweating. He's got your little kitten.
Yeah.
Would you pose for a picture with him? If he was a fireman, like a little kitten like that.
Well, I'd say
It's the kitten.
Well, pop your top on. Don't understand. But the Sun would love that. And the newspaper, they love all that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But there's a lot of
English-
depressing stuff with the credit crunch and people losing their jobs. Doesn't affect you there.
I've never wasted money though. I always spend money on stuff that I need. I don't just sort of go, chuck it about. If you need something, you buy it. And even if you sort of skint, but you need it, so you've got to buy it. The need.
Yeah.
So the credit crunch. doesn't
Combs,
affect me.
hair dryers, clippers.
It always comes back
shampoo.
to the head. Always comes back to the head.
Well, it is fascinating.
It is
People aren't
fascinating.
listening. This is the reason we have to do audio.
Can we
because
get
people aren't listening.
Can
to
we
us,
get
they're
a
just looking at
square
their
on shot of that head? Because you can't actually see the ears from the front. It should be perfectly round and no ears. Go just.
Yeah, I think she's got it.
Do you ever tire of things that want you about your head?
Yeah. Ages ago. That's old news. I'm bored of my head being talked about.
This is old news. They were late.
But get back on the Englishness.
Well, we haven't given him anything. There's nothing here remotely interesting or insightful or educational. What is it to be English? All we've got is, it's a stocky fella with a bald head who whinges.
Well, here's the question.
This is going to be dynamite.
No.
No, I know. This is like Plato. Go on. I know it's going to be good.
Is being English a burden?
Yeah.
Just because it's one of the, they say it's one of the most.
Are we the most hated nation on earth?
No,
No? We're second, are we?
Because you so rubbish at Eurovision.
Yeah, I suppose so. What, Eurovision Song Contest? I don't think you're meant to take that too seriously.
I think the embarrassing thing
When
is...
you've got people up there singing boom bang a bang, it's not to be I don't think it's a barometer of doing well in the global market.
I think the problem is now that whereas England, for good or bad, was once it ruled much of the globe in a vast empire.
At its
now-
peak, the empire was 4 times bigger than the Roman Empire. What do you think of that, Carl?
Did we do anything though? When we had a lot of people, did we do anything? Because I think it's like a business.
Yeah.
When a company gets too big, you take on too many people, and then you've got places for people to hide. So even though you've got a lot of people, you've got a lot of people turning up late for stuff, hiding, pretending they're doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say keep the empire small, but keep them all good. It's not about numbers. There's not power in numbers. There's a lot of laziness in numbers. Small group, Red Hand Gang, you've got everything done.
The what?
Famous Five, Musketeers.
33.
You don't need loads.
D'Artagnan wasn't even one of them.
Not an official musketeer.
That annoyed me a little bit because he was the main one for me. D'Artagnan.
7 dwarfs, got it all covered in 7.
Why did they get covered?
No, they just had everything covered. If you wanted happy, come here. Feel like moaning, get moaning over.
No, there wasn't a moaning.
Well, what I don't know all of them.
Grumpy.
But I'm just saying to you, you got it covered in 7. Got it done in 7. Don't have 10.
Magnificent 7.
You're doubling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always. But I'm just saying. So the empire, it's not about the amount of people. You don't need loads of people. England's tiny. But we used to be good at something. I don't know what we're good at anymore.
Good at war. Always good at war.
We don't do that anymore, do we? Rubbish at stuff.
We invented the language.
Yeah, but it's a difficult language. It's one of the most difficult languages.
Yes, because
And
we're
because of
English, we don't have to learn any other language. Because everyone else speaks English. So we can go abroad and just speak with our native
I don't think it
tongue.
works like that. It's so complicated that we haven't moved on. Other like, look at Germans. Apparently it's a really easy language to learn. They're brilliant at making cars and that now, because they're not still going, what's that word again? The amount of times they have to ask for a dictionary. Now, Germans, the language is really easy, so they can move on and carry on with stuff.
Just get on with the car.
Whereas we're messing about with language. It's complicated. It is the most complicated language. Look at the way, like, abroad, everyone learns 2 languages. Here, I haven't even learned ours properly yet.
I'd go along with that.
So that's what I'm saying. So how come other countries have got time to learn our language, but we haven't even learned ours yet? It's complicated. We made it way too complicated. Stephen Fry, he might as well be foreign, some of the stuff he says. I don't know what he's going on about. He just goes on with these words, and I think who knows what he's talking about. And we've done that, we've created that. We can't moan, we can't say, we've created the longer words. So that's the problem with English. We make life difficult for ourselves.
Thank you very much.
I want to ask you guys, has going to America, they have some really weird ideas about English that they can stop Does that kind of influence your take on English?
No, I don't think so. I think that that still exists. I think there are people. I bumped into Boris Johnson at the airport, lovely chap, but I didn't think people like that still existed.
No, right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Shot a grouse and a bloody tree, the leg fell off. Never mind. Germans. You know, but, I celebrate those people.
One of the things we talk about is the great English eccentric. England does eccentric people. I saw a woman smoking a pipe the other day. She was only about 18.
Yeah. I saw a bloke with a beard in full leather at now who was it? I think it was the Mission that they were gigging. He was there. He was about 30. Big ginger beard, full leather gear, smoking a pipe.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a typically wonderfully English thing.
I grew up with people that are very eccentric where you were growing up. Who have you got? You've got Tattoo Stan.
Yeah, he was a bloke on the estate who just covered in tattoos, and my dad found out he was related just because they were in the same pub, and my dad recognised all the names on his arm. And he thought, that's weird. I've got all that in my family. Turned out he's a cousin. So in a way, the tattoos were weird, but it brought them together. If it wasn't for the weird tattoos,
Did he have the birthday next to him?
had just the names and that, and the ones on that arm were really good because it was right-handed. It was the sort of tattoos he did himself.
He did it himself.
And that arm wasn't too good. But there was Tattoo Stan, there was Shorts Man.
Tell me about Shorts Man.
Shorts Man was just a fella who wore really short shorts and walked with big strides, so his testicles would fall out.
On purpose?
He liked the attention,
Yeah. What attention was?
You've seen it, but
What were you looking?
you can't help it.
What were you looking at?
Relevant way.
I don't understand.
Yeah, all year round. Really leathery legs he had, like the sun and everything. That's on.
But I bet, hold on, how did they fall out in the winter? Because wouldn't they be sort of like tight and shriveled?
We're just used to it.
They pop out
Like
for
anything, isn't it?
Why has he got pants down and not say testicles?
Yeah. I think he was the trick there.
Shorts, man. No, made it more sort of family friendly.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Who else was there? Miss Piggy.
Why was she called that?
She was married to a man.
No, she was. I suppose she looked a bit sort of piggish. There's loads of people. Well, it's what
Big
made the
fat
community.
pig, big nipples.
I think having sort of nutters around you is more.
Can't be eccentric to nutters now. Brilliant.
Well, I just think it's more interesting. I think you're sort of locked away now, aren't you? Because they're not celebrated in the same way.
Yeah, let them all out. Let's let them all out. For St George's Day.
Yeah.
Let out the nutters.
They're not hurting anyone, are they?
What, the accident?
Well, yeah, the serial killers
They're
are.
nutters. I'm just saying, like the ones who are just different.
But what would you let out? What nutter? What type of nutter would you let out?
Just anyone that I've just mentioned.
Oh, are they locked up?
Well, no, but I'm just saying we should celebrate now. We should celebrate that we're living in a country that if you want to let your testicles fall out, you can. I imagine there's some countries that wouldn't allow that.
That's what makes England great.
Well, you know, we moan, don't we? We moan saying it's not like it used to be.
Let them out.
Let them out. We all know they're there. Why are we covering it up?
We'll get yours out now for
Well,
us.
I'm not going to do it on my own, but I'm just saying, if it became the norm, why not?
Yeah.
They're always saying check them for lumps and that.
People can do it for you.
Just do it wherever you are. If you're there, waiting for a bus. So,
You don't check yourself though, do you?
I don't like it.
Why?
I just think you can do more damage.
Well, gently.
No, but how it's like when
Practice on a small.
it's difficult. It's like holding a sparrow. You never know how hard you can get away with before you squash it, and that's what I'm like. This isn't about Englishness, is it?
Oh, sorry, a little bit. It's alright, it's okay. What I want to ask you is, you've had the book, you've had the podcast, surely next up.
Well, actually, we're animating the audiobooks that's going to be out probably at the end of the year. A series on American TV, which I hope will also be available here. So yes, Carl, we've seen it's great, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Cartoon,
looks
it's amazing.
good. But I went to Hollywood to be in Ricky's film, but it's not being used, is it?
I had to cut it, yeah.
Cut it out.
I had to cut him out.
Which film?
This Side of the Truth. It was just like a pre-credit sequence. The film's about the first person who's evolved the gene for lying, and there was a little caveman sequence. And we thought it would be nice to have him over there as the world's first bald caveman. And he came to Boston for 3 days. Got ringworm. Didn't sleep, did you? It's freezing.
Shattered.
Yeah,
Cut it out.
I had to cut it out.
Cut it out. So I have had a taste of it.
If you could go to Hollywood though, would you fancy that? Being a big star in movies?
I've been there. I went to I went to LA and I liked it.
You went to Ripley's 3 days running, didn't you?
Have you been?
No, not in Hollywood, no.
See, that's almost what I'm saying when I'm saying celebrate the quirkiness of the world. There's a fella called Ripley who did that. He went around the world, got stuff with 2 heads, 4 legs. There was a fella who had a head of a lion.
No,
Stuff like
it's
that.
not true. Not
Called
true.
the Lion
It's not.
No.
It's not true.
Put it
No
all in a
one's-
museum and that sort of thing. But now we're sort of, I don't know, we shy away from anything like that now. I don't know what we're about. I don't know what we're meant to be into anymore. I don't know what we stand for. I don't know why people come here. I don't know why people visit this country.
You don't know anything.
What you were saying about LA. Yeah, I like LA. I'd live there.
Film of your life, then, really interesting.
Yeah, but just speaking to him for these couple of minutes, I mean, his mind's like a ping pong, but it's just like that, back and forth, isn't it? There's no structure.
Film in your life. I would see it.
If they made us the life story, you wouldn't bother to go and see it.
See it all, but it's a waste of time, isn't it? You've always got to keep moving. You've always got to keep doing different things, haven't you?
Who would play you?
Probably what's his face? Did Gandhi.
Ben Kingsley. Well, he's 70, so that's that taken care of. When you're 70, you can do that. Charlie Brown when you're little. Who about now? There's no one like you, Carl.
That fella who was in Snatch.
That's my interview. Thank you, good night.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
He's a good looking bloke with all big butts, isn't it?
I look alright.
Oh, please. Sorry, ladies, but
Well, who would you pick?
Jason Statham, Danny DeVito,
No,
in a bold
no
way.
way.
Come
No
on.
way. No. Jason Watson, yeah, he'd be good for me now. Kingsley, when I'm older. Yeah.
Edit. You can't edit, can you? You can go to clips and things.
Frozen cheese.
Okay. I know what answer we wanted to give.
Well, Corral is brilliant.
The correct is brilliant, but it's not.
He did say though that he wanted to work with you both in something. Do you reckon we can get that on record? Is it
I'll work with both of them again, yeah, I think they're brilliant. Steve Carell's a genius and Greg Kinnear is available.
Okay, well, it's on record, yeah.
Yeah, fine, I think they're both great. Definitely. That's done, is it?
That's done.
You could arrange that.
It's up to me, yeah.
Really?
I'm the best in charge.
Start off earlier next time, then.
It'll
If it's,
cost
that
money.
if it's that easy, can you get me any work? Seriously, nothing is happening for me.
Okay.
As long as it's paid, I'm not bothered. Not that fussed.
What a bit of carpet fitting? Ask those blokes when they come to fit yours tomorrow.
I told you, I think that's what my brain wants to do. It's into all that. It enjoys that more than anything else.
Can you speak
Doing
Polish?
DIY.
Because you look like a Polish person.
Available now on iTunes. Ricky Gervais Guide to the English. So you're going to get some top insights.
Okay, and finally, I heard you say one thing that always makes you laugh is, or two things that always make you laugh. This guy-
They're both his testicles.
This guy or Elmo. It's funny.
Oh, well, I like Elmo. I think that doing Sesame Street was the highlight of my career. But I noticed with Elmo, he's half Carl and half Steve. He's got the head of Carl, but the eyes of Steve.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
We were slagging him off.
You know, we are slugging him off, but the totally round head and the bulgy eyes.
What do you mean bulgy? What do you mean by bulgy?
What do you think of that? Carl, any comment? Why?
He doesn't like it.
Yuki didn't understand it. In his head, there's nothing wrong with him. There's only... No, I'm saying...
Listen, fat boy, what are you...
And that's the end of the interview. Thank you.
I like the fact that...
Hello, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant. Hello. And Carl Pilkington.
Right.
Welcome to this free sample of our audiobook, Ricky Gervais Guide to the English. We just recorded that, and that's out especially for St George's Day. A day that's really forgotten in England. It's St Patrick's Day, everyone knows that. 17th of March, people drink and be merry. Andrew's Day, St David's Day. But St George's Day, it's almost like we're embarrassed about having St George's Day, aren't we? Like it's almost like we're ashamed of being proud of being English, Carl. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't celebrate it.
No?
The only, I mean, whenever you see the sort of that English flag, it's normally associated with some nutter.
Well, the problem is that it's linked to jingoism, isn't it? And it doesn't have to be, because I'm not suggesting that on St George's Day everyone paints a red cross on their face, goes out and gets drunk, gets into a fight and sings England into the early hours, but there's loads of ways you could celebrate being English. You could go and buy an Elgar CD, or you could just go for a
I'd like to
walk.
see a bunch of football hooligans. Just one of them goes, lads, stop glassing that bloke over there. Let's pop down and get some Elgar.
But why does it have to be to do with football hooliganism? That's not what being British
That's one of
is.
the ugly things, isn't it? It's been co-opted by the hooligans, by the racists.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back. Let's take it back, Rick.
Yeah. Patriotism has nothing to do with jingoism. Think how many great things England has given the world.
Great people.
The great people. That's it. The Great Britons. Let's look at the